What's up, people? Another new video here. About 9 weeks out from nationals. On my rest day today, I'm just doing some walking. I had a swim this morning. So yeah, just a nice active recovery day. Oh, there's horse poop. Ugh. I don't want to step in that. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. What a fucking bee. Get out of here. What was I saying? Changing up some of the training. Switched up the squats. Some changes on my secondary press day. Just a few random things, which you'll see in this video and then the next video, some of the changes. One of the things that a few people asked me about when I started this series, like different topics to cover, people wanted to talk about some consistency, motivation, mindset aspects. And they got me thinking, because I personally don't have an issue with like motivation. Like I feel pretty motivated to just hit the gym hard and train on a regular basis, because that's like my routine, right? But there's definitely like other things in my life where I definitely have to adjust my routine and re-motivate myself. So I'll talk about like some of my mindset on that stuff and how I apply it to the gym and other things. Really hazardous in the woods right now. Bugs everywhere fucking attacking me and shit. Anyway. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so I'm gonna segment the video. I'm gonna have my lifts from this week mixed in with just some of my thoughts on the topic that I mentioned, and we'll just go from there. Howdy folks, new episode here. Off to a great start on this leg day. I thought I was doing pendulum squat. Turns out I'm doing pendulum squat. Already warmed up on this, but whatever. Let's do the right one. And I'll give you a full comprehensive review because I've never used this machine yet. Right, here is my review of this squat machine. Even at my height, pretty easy to get into. Didn't feel cumbersome. I'm 6'4", and I'm able to use like the entire height of the arc of the machine. I like the pads being adjustable so they could fit wide-necked people like myself comfortably. I had only 180 on there, but it was enough weight to get a pretty effective stretch. I got a low squat here too, with really minimal strain on like the joints. So something about the way it's levered is very good, and pretty easy to get out of. Like a little weird arch down, but whatever. I'm used to that, being a tall fella in a lot of machines. Here's some Conan's wheel. I've adjusted the way I'm picking it. If you see last week's video where Ross gives me some pointers on picking the Conan's wheel more efficiently, I tried that out this week. And it worked out pretty well. I like the way it felt. I like the positioning. Obviously, it's a pretty lightweight compared to the last few times I've done this, but regardless, I'm able to take it pretty far and with relative comfort by the way I put it in my arms. So I'm going to keep doing this technique as I build it back up for the show. That was light, but it felt really good because I went far. So I like where I had it up. The rack position felt good. When I got further, and it's lowered a bit. That was in a good spot too. Overall, good run. All right, here's Ben and I doing some sandbag tosses. The bar height is set at 15 feet right now. That was my warm-up with a 50-pound bag. Whatever, bad throw. But over here, here's 65 pounds, able to hit that 15 feet mark, which I'm very happy about. It was coming out of my hands pretty good. I like the way I'm swinging with it. Oh, Ben there with the cell phone, dropping the phone. What a blunder. Whatever, worked out. Didn't break. Nice toss by Ben there.
It's right there.
Just working on the trajectory, the two of us, just trying to get it at that perfect spot where it's going to arc in the center of the where the bars are. And that felt really good. 65 over 15. That's definitely a PR for me.
So bad.
Hoping to get the 60 to at least 17 feet at the show. I think that's definitely possible for myself. And another 65 to 15 there. Very, very happy with how the throws went this week. They felt really good.
I just assumed
Happy about it.
being like, that's what I'm fucking talking about, that you have failed it several times. No.
All right, here is some accessory work. Watch me get into this very cramped leg press machine. There's a large fella. Single leg presses, I really like them, especially on this Strive Select Rise machine. Just get a really good contraction. I love the arc of it. Single leg work is awesome. More of you should be doing single leg work. Just giving out free advice here, to be honest. Do your single leg work. Anyway, good stuff. Deep leg presses. Really, really struggling, even with not that much weight on them. But all right. At this point in the session, I'm very tired, very fatigued.
What do you think? Thanks.
And Gino thought it was good. Strive leg curl, prone leg curl. Another great machine. Go figure, Lightning Fitness has great machines. Secret's out, folks. Good machines. This is a new thing that Matt put me onto. These standing cable crunches with that spud strap. I'll get better at these. It was really weird to adjust to for the first time. This guy looks sick right now. It's gonna rain, I think. Anyway, I'm beat up. Very effective session. Got everything done. Everything was pretty good. New training block. I'm not going to give away everything that my coach is writing because I pay for that information. But it's a new training block, so things are switched up. So this week was a bit lighter, but the intensity was still up, and just overall, I'm feeling good. I feel beat up, but I feel good about that session. So, good training session, and I'm just happy with how the sandbags moved. Happy with how I got the positioning on the Conan's wheel. I switched up a couple different things with the Conan's wheel, just how I'm picking it, where I'm picking it, all that stuff. It worked well. I'm excited to try that new technique with a heavier weight. So we'll get towards there. We're like 9-10 weeks out or whatever, so got a lot of time to get better at stuff, but I feel really good now. So yeah, also while I'm at it, quick post-workout meal here. We got a Tupperware that I kept in the fridge at the gym. Shout out to the gym for having a fridge. Yogurt with extra protein added and some blueberries. And then adding to it is some protein granola. So normally I used to have shakes, and sometimes I still bring a shake with me instead of this, but I like having this instead of a shake directly after a workout. I feel like it absorbs the same way as a shake does. It absorbs quick, but it's just like a much more yummy snack, and I enjoy it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having a good snack post-workout that's filled with protein and good carbohydrates and minimal fat. So Gonna eat that and go home. Okay. Got my trusty notes I wrote down here. Last time I felt like I was just rambling too much, so I wanted to prepare myself to make some points here. So, sticking with it, the obvious first thing I'll say is the consistency routine aspect is just, if you're on a routine, it's easier to stay on a routine. And if you're consistent with it, it's easier to stay consistent with it, even when you don't feel motivated, right? So the thing that I like to think about is how your training regimen can actually help and benefit your real life regimen as well. So my consistency in the gym since this experience of being a strongman has actually helped me be more consistent in my life outside of the gym. Another thing I think people could think about is think about like what your actual goal is. Like, can you sustainably chase your goal? Do you have a goal? Are you just doing it just to do it? A goal can be really simple too. Like a goal can be something as simple as like, oh, I want to finish a 12-week training block. And like if that's like your driving force, then finish a 12-week training block and that's a success, you know. But I think like making segmented realistic goals is also a good way to help you to keep sticking with it, you know. Low points exist, deal with it. That could be a topic for a whole other episode, is that, you know, how to deal with low points. I like looking at the big picture. I like embracing the monotony, embracing the repetition, understanding that the bigger picture does have a net outcome that's bigger than what you're feeling right now. That allows me to ignore the parts that I find boring or overly exerting or hard. I almost personally get weirded out when things are going too easily. Don't rely too much on when stuff is going good, because it's not always going to be good. So something to think about there. One thing I think people should do is reevaluate every now and then what they want the experience of whatever they're doing to mean to them. Not the goal itself, the experience. Like, what do you want out of the experience of being a strongman? What do you want out of the experience of being a musician? You know, it's just, it goes for anything in life, right? For me, when I reevaluated it, there were the aspects that I like, you know, I still want to stick with, like be very strong, be the best creative expression of myself. But another thing I thought about is like, I want to use this experience to fulfill other things in my life that are important to me, like traveling. Like one of my goals to be like competing in international competitions. It's not just because I want to be competitive at the world level, but it's also because like I get to see cool places, meet cool people, and like learn things. You know, that's like a big part of my life. Whether or not I'm a strongman, that's just the type of person I want to be. I want to learn about the world. I don't want to just like close myself in one area and be like, this is it, this is where I exist, and that's it. I think the world's too big to limit yourself to that. And I think for me, I found that like strongman and competing in strongman is a good way to expand my horizons in that sense. So when I think about it, and I think about reevaluating my goals, then my goals actually have a bigger purpose than just the goal itself of, you know, being a competitive strength athlete. How is this going to like fuel my life in other ways other than one way, which is expressive output of competition, which I think is very healthy, but I don't think it should be the only thing that people should be striving for as strength athletes. Let the experience and like the blessing of being able to like compete in this sport expand you elsewhere and fulfill your life in other ways. I think people should do that. That's all I'm saying, is people should do that. Training partners and support system is great. You know, if you don't have training partners, like hopefully make some friends in the gym. What I like about having like a community to train with, and I'm very lucky to be at the gym on that, where there's so many people competing in all sorts of different stuff, is that there's almost like this like reliance that everyone has on each other just to be there, just to be around. Part of that's for safety, right? Like if you're doing a big squat and you need some side spotters, like it's nice to have people around. But the other part of that is like the emotional aspect of like there are people around that we can all root for each other and see each other succeed, and I think that's really cool. All right, hopefully in the edit this makes sense. I said this last time, and it did make sense. So hopefully it makes sense again.
A little lonely. A little lonely on the strongman side over here. Quick update. My stomach hurts. I drank my pre-workout too fast all at once, and I got a little stomach ache. So working on that. We'll see how it goes the rest of this the pressing here. So yeah, let's go. Okay. Felt good. Felt light. I just got to put my head through. I was falling back a bit doing the log press there, so like falling backwards. If I put my head through, the thing would have went behind me. So I knew what was going on. I just kind of saved it. So next time I'm gonna lock it out properly. Okay, the presses felt pretty good. The axle felt easy, and the log felt light. I just need to work on the positioning for the log so I could get my lockouts cleaner. The issue I have with that Rogue log is that the handles are narrow, so locking out I feel really crammed and my head doesn't come through as easy. So I just have to get used to that and then I'll be fine. So no big deal, but no shoulder pain, which is a big win, and I'm excited to continue on pressing, training for the pressing. So yeah.
All right, here is my accessory work for my overhead press day this week. The muffler bar incline bench with 275 pounds. Nothing crazy. Just managing the weight, doing some nice quality reps, effective on the body, promoting growth, and I love that self-spotter bench. Very cool. Another great machine at Lightning Fitness, go figure. Oh, and here's another great machine. This Pec Fly right here is wild. Not enough people are talking about this Olympia branded Pec Fly with some real reps. Look at these real reps, people. You guys wonder, like, oh, dude, I want to build my chest. Can't build my chest because y'all aren't doing real reps. And listen, I'm not saying I have like the fucking biggest chest in the world here, but real reps. And I lowered the seat, and I had the pad come out more, and I added weight on this set. And I'm still doing real reps. You people at home, and if you're not doing real reps, turn this video off, and next time in the fucking gym, do some real reps. Look at it. I could probably do those a little better, to be honest. Anyway, lat pull downs the right way. The right way, you heard it here, folks. Quit fucking around. Sweat my face off. Oh my god. Just sweat through this shirt. It's not even that hot out today. I was like, oh, it's a perfect day. Perfect day. No humidity. Not that hot. You know, whatever. Another thing to avoid. Unsegmented expectations. What does that mean? There's a lot of people I come across, especially newer, super heavyweight dudes. They have this idea in their head. They go, I'm big, I'm kind of strong. All I gotta do to go to World's Strongest Man is like win a local show, go to OSG, win OSG, and then I could get a World's invite. You're out of your mind if those are the only things that like you think are gonna happen between now and your end goal, right? Sports are not that simple. Like you're setting yourself up for failure because there's so many things that are out of your own control, that if you're legitimately thinking like, hey, like by 2026 I'm going to be World's Strongest Man, and you're a guy that can't podium a local level show, maybe it's time you start like recalibrating your expectations. Enjoy it. Enjoy the process of getting better. And maybe you'll be there one day. Maybe not. But if you're enjoying it, it's not a wasted experience. Another thing to avoid, not being able to adjust plans. Consistency in the gym is great. You know, it's awesome. Like earlier here, I'm preaching consistency, and how good consistency is for me. But there is a difference between like, I've never missed a session and I'm antisocial. You know, try to avoid being antisocial with like the world around you. You know, if something cool comes up with your friends, adjust your training schedule and do the cool thing with your friends. Don't just miss out on experiences just because I got to hit the gym at exactly 3 p.m. every day. It's like, it's not that serious. Like pro athletes that get paid millions and millions of dollars, like playing football and basketball and baseball and whatever, they're not like that. They're not. You shouldn't be like that either. And you're never going to make that much money. Not doing this at least. So just, you know, keep that into consideration. The athletes that are better than you don't do that. So this is not targeted at anyone specific, but I'm just saying, reset your expectations and don't be antisocial. Like, it's not worth it in the end. Some of the best athletes I know are just really flexible and cool people when it comes to a lot of stuff like that. Before you start sending this around to your group chats and go, oh, listen to this loser, he's not consistent, he's not this, da 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 da. Listen, you could be flexible. You could be a normal person that exists in society. You could be a good person. You don't have to be an asshole. Like, all that stuff. You could do all that and you could still go hard in the gym. You could still be a freaking savage. You could still be overly competitive and extremely competitive and like output that all on the field and like do whatever you want. You could be all that. You could shit on all the haters with your big lifts. And most of all, you could strive to be the best, right? You can do all that. But if you're doing that at the expense of being a good person, or like being good to the people in your life that love you, or just, you know, if you're doing it at the expense of like the other things you enjoy about life, then it's not worth it. Because I guarantee you, you could actually be better as an athlete than you could be as being a piece of shit. So, I don't know. The major key here is balance. I hope I can kind of like give a little bit out of like my philosophy on that. And I'm not saying I got everything figured out. I definitely don't. I'm just a guy that's like coming sixth at nationals once. Like, I'm just a guy, you know. I think I'm good at what I do. DM for coaching. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm just giving out my thoughts. Like, people have asked me to cover this topic. I want to revisit this topic again. There's other things to talk about here, but I think it's good to like maybe open a discourse, and that's what I'm doing. So if anyone in the comments has some shit to say, if they disagree, if they think I'm right, if they want to add a point, you should do that. That would be cool. Now, anyway, to end this video, I'm going to say tomorrow I'm very excited. I'm going to pull some deadlifts. A bunch of friends are coming to the gym to lift together, and then we're going to get food after. To me, that's like one of the things I look forward to most about training, is just being able to lift with my friends and output ourselves together, like express ourselves, joke around, have fun, prepare for competitions together, and then when we compete together, we have fun there. And it's really competitive. And so I'm excited. I'm going to vlog that. We're going to hit it hard with the boys. I'm going to train again Sunday, and yeah, I'll make another video. So let me know what else you guys want to see. I know I had some requests for some more pool diving content. I will make that happen. I'm working on a front flip, first 420-pound front flip in history. So, not in history. Yo, shout out to Zeke Sanchez. I don't know if he's that heavy, but yeah, there's this kid. He does the dives. Check him out on Instagram. Check out Zeke Sanchez. Okay. Anyway, yeah, people requested some diving content. People requested some shenanigans, some tomfoolery. I think I'll have that in the next video for sure. And yeah, just let me know what else you guys want to see. I'm going to keep vlogging. This isn't stopping. I'm enjoying making these videos. I appreciate everybody reaching out saying they like them. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed this. Training felt good this week. And very excited to continue on this Nationals prep. So later.